Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am filming from a different location today, so the video might look a little different to you. Tonight we have a very interesting find. This is a Freemason Holy Bible. It's a very large, heavy book. We weighed it and it is approximately 5 pounds. So it has a little bit of a weight to it. It has some really beautiful artwork and I cannot wait to show you. Here is the title page. Just look at the colors on this title page. You can see where someone has ripped out a few pages already from this book. I am assuming that those pages probably had the family tree on them. And then the first section of the book, oh, by the way, this book was published in 1964 by Heirloom Bible Publishers Incorporated, printed in the USA. The first section of the book is all about Freemasonry and the Holy Bible. And there's some really interesting things in this section having to do with the internal workings of Freemasonry, questions and answers about it, biblical index to Freemasonry. So there's a lot of information in the front that I really haven't taken the time to look at just yet. What I found in this book are these amazing pieces of art. This one is a depiction of Ruth and Boaz, which is a story from the Old Testament. What I've decided to do with this book is to cut it up and make packets of ephemera from it to possibly sell or give away. So that's what we're going to do. I have my handy dandy mini craft knife. And so we're just going to start right here. I think we're going to start with this page because I love the color. And I love the story of Ruth and Boaz. So that's going to be the first page that we harvest tonight. All right, just a little introduction to this Bible. Then, of course, we have the book of Genesis, also referred to as the first book of Moses. And I'm just going to gently just leaf through here for a few pages. I love the font in this book. The pages are quite heavy. I wasn't expecting the pages to be that heavy when I first saw the book before I opened it up. The pages have a really nice patina on them. Because it's from 1964, they have aged a little bit. So the color is just really, really gorgeous. So I'm going to get here to our next page that I'm looking forward to cutting out. And that would be this plate. This one talks about the 10 Commandments and also talks about the Beatitudes. So let's go ahead and take this one out. Now you'll notice that we're far enough in the book now that it's rolling. So instead of trying to cut it from this side of the paper, what I found is that it's easier to cut it from the other side. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe try again. That one didn't go deep enough, I don't think. All right, same thing again. I'm going to try to cut it from this side. Be careful with the knife, Sheila. Be careful with the knife. Okay, let's see what else we have. And what I might do when I get closer to the time where I'm going to spend a lot of time in here cutting things up, I will look for interesting passages to cut out. Maybe I'll cut out an entire chapter. Maybe I'll cut out famous scriptures that you see pop up a lot. Maybe I will, cut out the names of the books. We'll see what happens. There's so much you can do here. You can make these into artist trading cards. You could make them into postcards. You could use them as backgrounds for your collage, whatever you like. All right, so this is the book of Psalms. Isaiah. Isaiah happens to be my favorite book in the Old Testament. Okay, this is interesting. Important events in our family's history. Again, with this really gorgeous border all around the outside. This one was left blank. Genealogy record, children's register, military service record, general information, more military service records and general information, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents. So let's cut those out. Again, I am just really enamored with the colors in the border and the artwork that is in the border. If you look closely, a lot of it has to do with celestial things, like they look like little stars, which is an important part of the Freemasonry tradition. From what I understand, I don't know a lot about Freemasonry, but I know it has a lot to do with the stars and the universe. So some of these pages are coming out easily, some not so much. I'm going to try to open the book just a little bit more and see if that helps without cutting myself. Okay. That one came out a bit better, I'm thinking. Yep. Let's try this one from, well, no, I still think we're better off doing it from this side. Let me switch knives. Oh yeah, that was much better. Okay, lesson learned. We're going to use the bigger knife. Just have to be that much more careful, right? All right, aids to religion in the home. Well, that's interesting. All right, the next bookmark. What is this? This isn't a bookmark that I put in here. What is this? Oh, it's a ribbon, and it has the Serenity Prayer on it. If you're not familiar with what the Serenity Prayer is, it's a prayer that is recited at a lot of different places. One place that it is recited a lot is at Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. A lot of people in recovery say this prayer to help them as they continue to heal from their alcoholism and their addiction. I'm going to read it for you just in case it's not showing up very well. It's, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. It's a great prayer, not only for people in recovery, but people in general. I'm going to read it one more time. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. All right, well, now we have another beautiful piece of artwork. This one is called The Annunciation by Fra Filippo Lippi. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to cut it from this side again. Other side was Adoration of the Shepherds by Bartolome Esteban Murillo. Beautiful artwork, beautiful. This one's the presentation. And this one is called Christ at the Age of 12 by Henrik Hoffman. I think I'm saying that person's name right. Okay, so of course we're up to the New Testament here, the book of Matthew. Okay, the next art plate that we have here is the Good Shepherd. It beautiful. I just love the colors here. This deep red with the blue. And of course we have the flock of sheep. I love this tree in the corner. I just think that is so pretty. The background is beautiful. This is the story of the widow's mite, a very interesting story. If you don't know that story, I encourage you to look it up. Very interesting story. We have another piece of artwork on this side. This one is called The Wise and Foolish Virgins by Peter von Cornelius. Okay, and then we're up to the book of Revelations. And I just wanted to point out the red print here. In a lot of Bibles, the red print signifies the words of Christ. It's interesting because I don't know if it's because this book, the age of this book, or what, but the red here it's almost like an orange. So I think maybe it's faded a little bit, or maybe that was just the red that they were using at that time in history. The red ink they were using in these books. All right. The last section is super interesting. It has not only these amazing text blocks, but it is sprinkled with all different little drawings of all kinds of things. We have earthenware, vessels. We have sheaves. There's plants in here. All kinds of things. There's something that looks like it's an Assyrian sculpture, but it really makes me think of Egypt. So there's all kinds of different little things in here. What a great opportunity to be able to cut out these images, or cut out the image within a block of text. They would make amazing artist trading cards again. They would be great for postcards. You could use them as journaling cards. There's a lot of people that keep day books, or they do daily devotionals. So you could make writing spaces with the image and then some room for the person to write. So I'm very excited to cut out these images as well. Ooh, I love this one. An Egyptian mummy. By the way, an Egyptian book is on the horizon for me. It is on the horizon. Don't know if I'm going to make it in 2025, but because I think 2025 is going to be the year of the bees. But this image, I will definitely save for that Egyptian book. Yeah, it's just, there's so much variety in the back of this book. There's a bird. These are ancient lamps. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Ooh, a Persian lion. I love that. These are beautiful. The lily of Syria. The possibilities really are endless. So I am going to get to work cutting up this book tonight. I hope that you all had a wonderful day. We will see what happens with what I cut out of this book. Maybe I will make packets up and offer them for sale. Or maybe I will have packets that I can give away. If you are interested in any of that, please comment below. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you would like more content about this. Have a great day or evening wherever you are in the world. Bye now.